So a disorganized attached person waffles back and forth between anxious and avoidant behaviors. They want intimacy and to be close to somebody, but at the same time, they're scared that you're going to hurt them and that intimacy feels dangerous. So they fear you abandoning them, but they also fear intimacy because they don't know if they can trust you. They misinterpret neutral, benign events as a big betrayal because they're hypervigilantly looking for any signs of betrayal. They spiral easily because the inside of them is chaotic and they don't know how to regulate their emotions, and they want you to fix it and you to regulate them. And a lot of times they test your love instead of trust your love. Even if you haven't given them reasons to not trust you, they test you often by making comments or asking questions to see, like, what is your answer going to be? Are you going to abandon me, reject me, betray me? For example, they will tell you that they don't want you to leave them, but in the next sentence, they will say, well, maybe we should just break up, because they're testing you to see if you're going to break up with them. And if they don't heal this dysregulation, they're never going to trust you. When you comfort them, it's never going to be enough. If you set a boundary with them, they're going to feel like it's rejection. If you stay calm with them, they're going to think you're being cold. If you bring a concern to them, they're going to think you're fighting. They really want closeness, but they never trust you. Their trauma brain is constantly scanning for a threat. They have big feelings and flood you, their partner, with their feelings a lot. They become emotionally overwhelmed and they require you to make them feel better. Everything inside of them feels chaotic. They don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to soothe themselves. Sometimes they blame you for the argument. Other times they blame themselves and fall into a shame spiral. They say that they're broken and they're too much for people and they're never going to be enough. They appear emotionally aware. They know all the therapy words, but they haven't actually learned to regulate their nervous system, to not be reactive, to not take offense to everything. They intellectually understand their emotions, but when stress hits, it all goes out the window. They loop on the same hurt for hours. They repeat arguments from months ago, or they ask you to reassure them or soothe them over and over and over again, and it's never enough. They always want more. So if this is you, research shows that you can become securely attached in 1 to 2 years if you are consistently doing these things. You have a trauma-informed therapist. You practice daily nervous system regulation, where you learn not to be so reactive. You stop testing love and you start trusting it and your partner. And you learn to tolerate emotional discomfort without spiraling or demanding someone to rescue you or soothe you. Ultimately, you have to learn how to have peace on the inside so that it will show up as peace in your relationships on the outside.